Okay guys, in this video we're going to do problems 3 and 4 from test 2 review and Math 1324. And so here we are graphing using slope-intercept form, or your classic y equals mx plus b. And so our first step for graphing using slope-intercept form is to put it in y equals mx plus b. So let's solve for y. 2y equals negative 5x. All I did is took the 5x to the other side, plus the 12, and now I have to divide all of my terms by 2 to isolate my y. Y equals negative 5 over 2x plus 6. And so we can clearly see once it's in this format, mx plus b, we can get the slope, which is the negative 5 over 2. What does that look like? Well, it's going to go down 5 over 2, or we could use the alternative, which is 5 over negative 2, which would be up 5 and to the left 2. Our y-intercept is whatever this value is right here, 6. So our y-intercept is 0, 6. So let's get to graphing. Graph, you go to your y-intercept of 0, 6 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's my y-intercept. And we're gonna go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 2, 1, 2. And we can't go back to the y-intercept and go up and over because that would be off our graph. So the only alternative we have is go to that new point and use the slope again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 2, 1, 2. And so now we get 3 points. They appear to be collinear. Once we have that, let's use some kind of straight edge to connect our dots so it looks nice. I'm not sure this is gonna work so well, but I'm gonna give it one try. Oh, no, it's not working well at all. So let me see, what else can I use as a straight edge? Let's use another piece of paper. A little sloppy, but here we are. So we can check to see if this is in fact the equation by putting it into our equation under the y equals, right? We could put y equals negative 5 over 2 plus 6. Look at our table, see if our points are there, see if our image matches, all that good stuff. And so you're welcome to explore and do that on your calculator and confirm that this is in fact the line. The only disadvantage of doing that is if you didn't solve for y correctly and you put in the wrong equation, well then those wrong points will be correct for your wrong equation. So you definitely want to make sure you know how to solve for y if you're going to utilize that tool. So let's go on to problem 4. In this case, we're given the actual graph and you're asked to then give back the slope and the y-intercept. So this is a little bit more sophisticated thinking, but still nonetheless fairly straightforward. And so the first thing you want to do is find your y-intercept. And so here it is. So where is that? No movement on the x-axis, so that's why we're going to have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 4 is our y-intercept. Remember to always write it as an ordered pair because it's a location. And so slope will be navigating to the next point. Well, it turns out it's just going up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1, or we go down, which is negative, over and to the left, which is also a negative, which is the same as a positive. So in this case, our slope is just 1. And so how do we put that as equation? Well, y equals 1x, but we don't need to put the 1 plus 4, and you're done. Again, the same thing I just got finished saying in the last problem is you can always put this in your calculator and confirm that this is in fact your graph with those ordered pairs.